What is up, everybody? Tubo vs. TV today. So we're going to talk about a Sony fanboy who apparently they think, I don't know why they keep having this narrative in their mind, but they really think that Xbox guys don't buy games. And so this is what the statement that he said. Just the usual Sony fanboy. Did a few videos about this guy already. He just keeps going and going. So he says, 82% of all box sales in the UK for Guardians of the Galaxy were on PlayStation. They are still on this UK sales chart. They are really fascinated with the UK for some reason. And he says, since the game's not on Game Pass, Xbox fans can't blame Game Pass for the dismal showing this time, unless it's because they don't want to buy games because they're hoping it'll come to Game Pass. So this whole narrative is that Xbox guys don't buy video games. They'll just wait for it to go to Game Pass. And then this guy corrected him and says, hey, look at the top paid games on Microsoft Store, and it's all these highly rated games that just came out recently, like Far Cry 6, Madden, the most recent Madden game, Guardians of the Galaxy, and Call of Duty Cold War. So I'm pretty sure those games aren't on Game Pass, and those are the top selling games right now. So this guy, this Sony fanboy, is full of crap as usual. They always get debunked. Sometimes it's something like 10 minutes they get debunked. But they just keep going and going. So once again, this narrative is completely false. Xbox guys buy games, but they buy games digital a lot more than physical, because this UK sales chart doesn't chart the digital sales, so it's not a good reference to go by if you want to count like total sales of video games. So let's read the rest of the comments, because this guy just gets roasted. Wow, look at all the games I didn't buy this year. Nope, surely didn't. Yeah, you bought the games digital, so. Of course, they're like digital sales just don't matter anymore. Sam, I didn't buy these games. They got them on Game Pass, obviously. I hate this Xbox players don't buy games. Then what's all this? Yeah, it's like people just showing the all amount of games they just bought recently. It's like, it's just ridiculous. Like, why do they keep going with this narrative that Xbox guys that nobody on Xbox just buys video games anymore? It's such a stupid narrative. Heck, I even bought Scarlet Nexus at launch months before it was even announced for Game Pass. I really think we depend on Game Pass only, LOL. Yeah, it's like if you have a Netflix or a Hulu, you don't just depend on just watching movies on a streaming service. You actually buy other movies that don't release on a streaming service. I don't see what the difference will be here, but in their minds, they have formed that people just only play Game Pass. It's just a weird notion with that. When you see someone focusing on the UK physical sales market, which is a tiny sliver of what's actually taking place sales-wise around the world, it just screams a different kind of desperation. Can't take those people seriously, LOL. They only use physical sales numbers, and also in the UK. What is this? That's somebody just falling down the stairs like that. Okay. That dude is mad PS5 is an RDNA 3. He was all over it. Xbox users have been moving to digital sales since last generation. Who has time to hoard boxes? Yeah, I even myself, I moved to more digital gaming, unless it's like the game is like on sale, like about to get on free sale. Pretty much buying the games digital, to be honest. What, I own about 300 digital games on Xbox and I have Game Pass. Maybe I don't buy games. You love to see it. Really like to see the digital sales. Willing to bet it will change the situation. That they won't show you, LOL, only physical sales matter to them. Yeah. I buy all my games despite being set to Game Pass Ultimate. They don't count PC game sales plus physical media as a monthly basis and down 30 to 35%. Let's see. Ponies, the only game they play is, what is this? The PS5 Director's Cut of Twitter. That's pretty hilarious. Box sales. Okay, people buy digital, clearly. 82% of less than 1% of sales data. Really good sample size there. Yeah, that's a terrible sample size. That's what he's going by for sales of a video game. Most Xbox players aren't blind lowlists willing to play full price for a game they may hate. Trying before buying is a model of PlayStation users live by. Y'all might not be old enough, but they used to mail demo discs to the crib. I remember those days. Okay. Twitter should just ban you if you mention the words UK sales or something along those lines. I get that these guys are always trying to push their narrative, but they themselves look ignorant when they don't realize that PlayStation install base is much larger in the UK. It's a meaningless comparison. Show me sales in the US or an attach rate per platform. Or if they're going to make the argument that Xbox players don't buy games, maybe use worldwide statistics per capita because they literally have more players. I personally know 7 people in an Xbox and not a single one of them buy disc. Yeah, digital is being more prevalent now. You don't even have to leave your house for when a new game releases. You can just download it at home. That's one of the benefits. Like, because even when Walmart get like $10 off discount for a video game, it's like, would I really want to leave my house and go to the store and then come back? I just want to sit at the crib and just download the game. It's like, yeah, it's just like that's why I see like digital is more it's just a lot more convenient. Let's see. Game Pass will destroy gaming. I'm gonna tell you, quantity over quality. He has a PlayStation avatar. Okay. I mean, some of my favorite games of all time are on Game Pass, like Undertale, Celestial Thieves, and less so Dead by Daylight. But once again, we have another guy that says Game Pass will destroy gaming. It's just like, wow. That's the thing. They keep isolating themselves to the UK, like that encapsulates all the player bases in the world, which is highly inaccurate. Even if true, why don't they get the benefits of the service? The Red Pony is at it again. Yeah, this is getting sad at this point. The last physical game I bought was back in 2014 with Titanfall. Even before that, I was going digital. Yeah, the LA digital sales just don't exist anymore. LA people just don't buy digital at this point in time. Notice they always use overseas game sales. Yeah, most of these people live in America, but they use stats from different countries. It just doesn't make any sense to me. Always disc sales in the UK digital exist. I haven't bought a physical game in years. Or it's because there are so many titles on Game Pass, we're trying to finish those first before moving on. Why spend $70 on a month to stay entertained when Game Pass is obviously a better deal? Ponies are at it again with their false accounting. Wonder what he'll do next. Zoom in, complain about fruit, his options are limited. I literally bought a physical copy of Guardians of the Galaxy from GameStop. I don't know where this notion that Xbox users don't buy games comes from. I really don't know. Where is this coming from? Like, why did they start just making this notion ever since ever since Game Pass started getting like real popular, they kept going with this notion that nobody buys games. It's just the most dumbest crap. Because if it was truly that nobody on Xbox buys games, then why would the companies even bring their games to Xbox? Nobody just truly bought the games on that service. Obviously, they're making money on these services on Xbox, so it just doesn't make any sense with this narrative. Why do people care so much what others buy with their money? I'll never understand. Yeah, I can give a crap what people do with their money, personally. I don't know why other people care what other people do with their money. It's just weird and obsessive at this point. LMA, oh no, UK physical sales charts are 100% representative of overall sales. Yeah. The old UK physical sales chart thing again. Yeah. Only takes physical games into account. Only takes the UK into account. It's close enough, alright. I am the best example of a Game Pass user. I refuse to buy a game I think may come out later on Game Pass. It worked for Avengers, Scarlet Nexus, and It Takes Two. This is the Game Pass effect, good and bad for certain devs. I think he's probably the extreme example then, because I'm not waiting for a game. Like, Guardians of the Galaxy, I'm not waiting for that to reach a Game Pass service, especially if it was not announced. That game was so much fun. I would have been pissed if I would have waited for that game. I was like, and Far Cry 6, yeah, I'm not waiting for any game. It's like, if it's a game I think it's just amazing, I'm going to get it, like, probably day one, to be honest. Yeah, so we're going to conclude it right here. It's just sad to keep pushing this narrative based on maybe like a small percentage of people who might actually wait for a game to go to Game Pass, but the vast majority of people are going to buy a game if they're actually interested in it. As we can see by this chart right here, once again, the top paid games, all these more recent games that came out of the Sony Game Pass, people are going to buy what they want day one. It just is what it is. It's always been that way, so I just don't get what this narrative is if people don't buy games. It's just dumb. But don't see your thoughts down below about this. Leave a like if you like this video. As always, thanks for watching, and peace.